Alright, so going to be doing a commentary, sort of a walkthrough of some gameplay I had recently. So I fly in here looking for a sort of a center zone. I don't want to be moving too far as I'm going through. It's hard to rotate in Caldera. They've made it easier with the balloons, but with the lack of things like a Bertha or a helicopter, travel is not ideal unless you have a trophy system. So my plan here is to land on the tall building by the radio tower or that sniper tower, and then I tag the bounty just so that I know if someone grabs it that there's someone in the area near me. So a bit of a float, but I'm also kind of counting on it being a bit of a float unless people are going to be going this way. But not too far. So I take a quick look behind me. I don't see anyone. But you see there's shots there to my left. So someone is going for the bounty, looks like. But I'm feeling good about landing on my roof here. Get the notification that someone's flying in. There he is. We both probably get each other to, like within a couple bullets. So we're rushing in here, plating up. And then now we're just going to do the reset. Picked up the AS-44 ground loot. Right now I've got terrible guns. Unless we get into a close range fight. See, there's some shots on my radar, and the bounty's gone. So that's the same guy that I saw up above. So now I'm just going to sort of hold this and see if I can't see him here. And there's not a lot doing. I have been watching a bunch of streamers lately, but one of the streamers that I've been watching is Iron. It's Iron. So he's one of my favorite streamers. Good personality. I get his humor.
You're losing ground. Move it.
He plays for the win. I play for the win. There's obviously debate on the best way to play Warzone, and if you're going to be on TikTok, of course you need the 360 no scopes and things like that, or the high kill gameplay. Like those are quite popular these days. So getting heartbeats, see nothing, so I'm going to come in here and loot. There's not a lot going on right now, so I'll continue with my thoughts there. So there's a lot of high kill gameplay out there, and then there's the win chasers like OP Marked and Iron are the two that come to mind for me.
Enemy UAV active.
But those are the guys I like. I would prefer to win. I think that it's battle royale or battle royale. The goal is to win, not get high kills. So there's some shots coming there. I think that's probably the guy that was over at the bounty, or the guys that were fighting over by the bounty building. Normally there's a buy that just normally spawns over there. That building over there, but yeah, so I was watching Iron a lot lately, and I just noticed that the pace of his play is slower than how I have been playing, and I've been struggling to get some wins. See that guy there again? Struggling to get some wins. So the day I was playing this, I was really trying to focus on just slow playing everything and not putting myself in a position, that I didn't need to, like push in the situation. Let the situation come to me, make sure that I'm choosing my fights, resetting as need be. So that's what I'm trying in this gameplay. It is, as I said, it's going to be a bit of a slower gameplay, but like I said, I enjoy those types of gameplays, so I'm hoping if you're watching this that you're going to enjoy the moves I was making. So this guy, I think, sees me, but I'm not entirely sure. He's kind of acting like he has, but also kind of acting like he
Enemy
hasn't,
UAV
slow peek
active.
and everything. So by this point, I am sure he's seen me, and that's confirmed when he shoots me. So anyways, back to the gameplay. We are trying to deal with this guy. He's not on Heartbeat anymore. I got my trophy system out in case he was gonna, launch some lethals or tacticals at me. But he's nowhere to be found. So I'm thinking that he's done like a long switch, but then what do you know? I still get someone who's up on that long building that I started on. Get a nice snipe on Dr. Deep Touch there. But he was fighting someone, so I know there's someone else over there. And I'm wondering if it's the guy I saw earlier, and I think it is. Let's see. Yeah, that's the same guy that was over this lower building here. So I'm trying to peek him. He's trying to peek me. There he is. I got a body shot on him. Trying to get him in the stairs there. He's probably in that corner plating up. And then I get shot from some dude behind me who...
Little shaken, but I'm good.
I don't know where he came from. He must have just climbed slowly up the ladder. And yeah, I was clearly zoomed in on the guy on the buy building there. Finally pick him up on Heartbeat. And I'm just kind of waiting to see again. Like I was saying earlier, just trying to slow play, let the plays come to me, make sure I've got cover. And anytime I notice myself, in a bad situation, I try to reevaluate and just, like in this situation, I've got this cover right in front of me in case he's going to push right at me. This is where I make a decision to maybe not slow play it. There's certain times I think that you need to essentially crap or get off the pot. But you got to weigh out the percentages, and me getting my loadout is going to put me at a supreme advantage over anyone who doesn't have their loadout. And especially with the loadout that I'm planning on running here.
Enemy UAV active.
So, get my loadout, and yeah. So in that situation, I figured if I get shot, I'll go gulag, I'll fight that. But it's the benefits of me getting my loadout outweighed the detriment.
Rally point set.
So getting shot at a little bit here. Someone probably going for their loadout. There's a few there. So the loadout that I am running is just the good old M4A1. Typical build on that for long range with the BLK optic on it. And then just this ground with well gun. But the thing that I was trying that I've actually seen Iron play with recently was snapshots restock with claymores. The idea being that, you're going to restock those snapshots every 25 seconds, I think is what the count is now. And so about every 25 seconds, I can launch out a snapshot and just get a really good idea of who's where. The benefit of snapshot grenades over, say, a Heartbeat is snapshot grenades are countered by tack hardened. Which not a lot of people run tack hardened for one, so most people are gonna not have that protection. And then secondly, even if they have tack hardened, it will identify that there's someone in the area. You just won't get to see like a flash of where they are. So it's better than if you're running a Heartbeat sensor versus Ghost, right? Like, if someone is moving with Ghost, you will not pick them up. Like, that's the new update that they had done. As long as they're moving a certain amount of speed, in a certain amount of an area, you will not show up on a Heartbeat sensor. It's only when you stop and your arrow becomes more visible that's when you know that your ghost isn't working. So here I am, firing snapshots, and I don't think I've run snapshots hardly ever, if ever, on a loadout. So I was really interested to try this this type of a gameplay and just sort of see what it was all about. I think this was my second or third gameplay or try using this loadout, but I could be wrong. It could have been my first, but I'll have to double check that. Don't want to be saying things that aren't true. So it was early. We'll just say that it was an early gameplay. So I'll get my self-res. I'm in a pretty good spot here as far as having my loadout. I've got a self-res. The only thing I'm kind of missing that I want to have is a gas mask and a streak. I could have purchased both of those things, but I'm looking probably for my second loadout. And I see someone here. Do a quick turnaround.
Watch the skies.
I might have been able to just stop and shoot him at that point. I think I saw him first, but
Enemy cluster strike. Watch your head.
I was just in a mindset where I wanted to always sort of pick my fights, and I didn't like that fight. Thought I could try to get away. It was looking at it now, it was a poor choice because of how far I had to run to get cover. If I was closer to cover, it wouldn't have been a bad move. So snapshot the area, get nothing, continue onward. So I'm just trying to pick a spot that I'm willing to take this fight on with this CDL skin. And just slow it down a bit. So I'm plating, I'm listening, I try to make this jump, don't get it. May as well drop some claymores like I'm already, I have them. He's not over there. Thermite hits. I decide to duck out. He probably hears that window break, and that's his chance to move. You see him up there on the right, and just as he downs me, he gets wrecked by somebody. So I'm debating. I'm like, I don't know if that guy knows I'm here. If I burn myself, he's going to hear that. He might hear that depending on how close he is. So I got to move quickly. I still have my trophy down, which is a good thing. Hit him with the snapshot. And there he is. So just shows the power of those snapshots. You see him there. He hit my claymore. One of my claymores I had in there. So it's always good to be popping claymores when you got restock. Just keep placing it. Get a bit of this guy. Actually get the assist on him. Try to light up Bush Dude there, but I just cracked him. Didn't get the full. Didn't push him because again I'm playing more defensive.
Move it.
And he had ran. So if I had ran towards him, there's a chance he turns and catches me in that sprinting animation.
Hostile dropping into the area. Watch the skies.
So loot up off that guy. The Owen gun, this Owen gun is most likely, I'm not too sure with these attachments of the Vanguard one, but it's probably better than the ground loot well gun that I had. So pick that up, and I'm just trying to see, what's happening with these dudes. I'm not in a great spot looking at this. Like, yeah, you've got a claymore on that side, but I guess I got not a bad cover from behind. So I got that dude there. Try to wallbang it. That's not happening. So I've got that cover behind me, the fence and the foliage. It's not hard cover, which isn't great, but I think I decide to move in to the building here. I'm just playing passive. We're down to 25 other players, and me. So, lots of people gone. Okay, that guy's close. So I decide to back off again. He's got a heartbeat. I saw that. He was actively heartbeating. Make the jump there. So there's a chance that he knows I'm where I am too. So I don't want to take. I don't like those odds. I want to have the advantage in every fight. That's the goal here. So see him moving over towards me. There's a window, and this guy just lines it up like. The time to kill, even with the added health on the Caldera map, it's still pretty quick. And I mean the M4 at that range, forget about it. So I get the call that UAV was there, or was called. So I take it. That's always what I try to do every time. If you get that notification, take a quick look and see if they're by the nearest by. Sure enough, there he was. Opting for the Owen over the MP7. It just has better movement right now and a bigger mag, and let's just face it, it's just better currently. I'm not familiar. Well, the other thing too is I'm not as used to that MP7. I do like the MP7. It's just been a long time since I played with it, so maybe I'll pull it out of the vault a bit later
Into the
on.
new safe zone. Gas is closing in.
Maybe get some MP7 gameplay. So, like I said before, just keep resetting fights. This guy has not moved. He's just kind of hanging out there. I've got my claymores set. In case someone decides to push, may as well use that too. And just, waiting for this guy to make the first move. I have the zone, so he's at some point he's going to have to go. There's a long time before he has to move, so I could be sitting here for a while, but at this point I'm alright with that. See, catch a vehicle on my mini-map. Not coming anywhere near me, but you always want to be not, static. You want to be moving around, making sure you're checking all the different angles. But then not forgetting, where these close people are. Now he's lying there prone. I might have been able to, again push that, but I don't know what he has, what information he has. He knows that someone's been snapshotting him for the last 5 minutes or whatever, so he definitely knows there's someone near. Hit him with a close one.
Enemy team is tracking your
He's
position.
crouch walking around. The nice thing when you zoom in like this is you can look left and right and see him moving around. And turns out this guy was a total bot. I definitely should have just pushed him, but again, there's not really a need. I didn't need to push him. So snapshot before I go in, just to ensure, that noob wasn't just showed up in that building and my proner guy was still there. But there wasn't anyone there. I'm a 2 threat at this point, so I decide to get out of dodge.
Hostile dropping into the area. Watch the skies.
And get somewhere that I'm comfortable fighting out of. And lo and behold, the building that I was in to start the game is still in. So I figure, why not? I'm quite comfortable fighting in this building. So why don't I hop out, get a snapshot in, get some information. See a guy on my level. Nearly get him. Can't wallbang that. I guess I'd have to put on FMJ for that. And he went all the way up. So I'm actually shocked that he went that far up that quickly. But I figure, I don't need to, again, I don't need to push. I'm in zone here, double stack claymores.
Gas is inbound. Marking new safe zone.
And hold it with the Owen that I picked up. There's only 2 loadouts there, close. There could be some behind me that I don't see, but
enemy UAV active.
That's a good sign to see small amount of loadouts. If you see like 7 drop, that's not ideal. Hit him with a snapshot again. He's like way out there. So I just wait. There's no need. If anyone pushes in, they're a goner. I gotta watch this side angle. I gotta watch that back angle. But other than that, I can just hold this heady.
You're losing ground. Move it.
The nice thing about, playing this way is that you do tend to get to more
10 remaining.
end
Keep
zones,
fighting.
like the later zones, 5, 6, 7, and up. And that helps for, you know, just your nerves, you know, getting in those situations, the repetitions, like the kill chasers talk about, you know, you got to get those reps in of the gunfights, which is true, you do. But at some point you got to start getting the reps in to win, like to, because once you get to this spot, running around, running and gunning, for me doesn't work. It's, the areas are out of your control. There's people posted up because of how small the zone is and the limited cover that's available. So
Hostile
I mean,
dropping
there's,
into the area. Watch the skies.
yeah, it's much harder to push people. Like, look at how I'm sitting here. There could be a guy that's sitting there with their heartbeat and knows exactly where I am. Like this guy's got a heartbeat. He knows exactly where I am this whole time. He's feeling like he's you know, waiting for his chance to push. You know, it's good that he didn't push in earlier. He would have been dead. Meanwhile, I'm going to continue to spam snapshots.
Get to the new safe zone. Gas is closing in. Enemy
This is
supply
the counter
drones
to
above.
heartbeat
Take them
sensors.
out and secure
It's
the
just to
cargo.
keep moving.
Enemy cluster strikes. Watch your heads.
Anytime they get you on beat, they're going to know where you are, and then they got to put it down. So as they're putting it down, as long as you're moving, you won't be in the exact spot that they saw you in before.
You're
So
losing
you'll
ground.
be in a good
Move
spot. I'm surprised that didn't kill him. I thought 2 claymores was enough. Yeah, the one might not have got him. He might have ran past it. But that's a quick couple of hits. So get this guy. Again, just shows the power of the snapshots. Could have been more aggressive, but you know, switch my weapon, make sure I'm loaded up. I'm listening to steer him. And he did not plate up, I don't think, or didn't get that many plates off. Because I handled them pretty well there. So now I've got my gas mask. I've got you know, full plates. I've got my streak. I've got everything I need. I didn't have to buy it. Still sitting on a ton of money, and no self-res. So we need to make sure we're doing some good work here. Checking all our corners. And using our snapshots to their effectiveness. And that's really the key, I would say. Like, just like with the heartbeat sensor, it doesn't do any good sitting in its pocket or sitting in your pocket. So, you know, watching your restock timer, making sure you're using them as much as possible. I got a clay down there. I probably could have set some more clays earlier. It just has them running around. But just keep those restocks flying. Pick this guy up,
Sights on hostile.
and then I ping him. But I can't see him. Don't like that fight because I don't have a self. If I get sniped, I'm done.
You've got gas moving
So
in.
figured I want to get some Semtex and you know, push, because in this situation clays aren't going to be doing me all that good. Again, using what you have. If it sits in your pocket, it's no good. So nothing to my left, at least, that was picked up in the areas I threw it. I have a sniper now. I don't know if that was the best decision, but I wanted to have it available at the time. Get him on snapshot, and then I lose him behind the bushes. So The other nice thing about snapshots that I find is that it puts doubt in the opponent's mind. Like anytime I get hit by a snapshot, I'm like, oh shit, someone knows exactly where I am, this is no good. And it causes me to back off in a lot of cases, because if I go running head first, you know, they're gonna know that I'm there. That guy shows up, but then he dips out of the way, but then he gets killed by this other guy. So now I'm just trying to make sure that I'm in the zone, so I don't cough. Get the snapshot out there, picks this guy up. He's running,
You got
so
gas
he doesn't have
inbound.
much chance. He
Safe
just
zone relocated.
runs and hides. Get the Semtex out there, get another one. You know, I've got him cracked. Level 12, and then this guy shows up. And again, he's in sprint animation. He actually stops and shoots pretty quickly.
All targets eliminated.
He had me like to a bullet. But the benefit that I had is I knew exactly where he was coming from. So, you know, that was the difference in that fight. He might have had more of a meta weapon. I'm not entirely sure. I wasn't able to see there, but if you want, you can comment if you saw which weapon that he had, and why he had, or if he just gunned me, like maybe he just got some extra headshots in there. But anyways, really happy with this win. I was stoked about the
Hell yeah.
the snapshots there, and that's what I'm talking about in this video. You know, hyping up the snapshots. So yeah, 7
First
kills.
win with the,
You know,
snapshot grenade.
really happy
Pretty
about that
sweet.
win. Really clinical, well thought out. It was exactly the game plan I went in there with, and got the win. Hope you enjoyed. Leave a like. Stop in again. Bye.